Hello everybody, this is Tesla and I'm in my VK2801 here in Malinovka from the southeast spawn for Random Acts of Scoutness Volume 4, and in this edition I'm going to show you what happens when you take the enemy spotting location and use it against them. I've already asked my team to shoot the bush here at E4 because we know scouts like to go there. They also like to go to these other bushes right up here, the front edge of E4 and then over to F5. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to try to get to this bush. I haven't really decided if I want to or not yet because it's very high risk, very high reward if you get there. Something that you can do much more easily in a tier 4 scout than you can a tier 6, and especially much more easily than you can in a tier 9 or tier 10 scout, because all the other tanks in the battle at tier 9 and 10 have view ranges that can spot you as you move in here, so it makes it exceedingly difficult to get hidden over there successfully. Usually if you try it, you're just going to get killed or run with your tail between your legs and your tank shot to hell. So lower tiers, this is something you can try to do sometimes. High tiers, probably not a good idea. In this case, there's only one enemy scout, and that's what has me thinking maybe I should go for it. The worry that I have, I'm way over here on the left side of spawn. I really want to be over on this side so I can kind of make a straight shot. And being over here a little bit farther to go, which makes a huge difference because just an extra half second, extra second and a half really affects how the enemy team how far they get to deploy and whether they can see or not. The other thing I have to worry about is all the traffic I'm going to have to navigate to get off spawn. So what I'm deciding as the clock kicks down, I'll try to go over there. However, if any of these tanks get in my way and cause me to slow down or turn too hard to get around them, I'm just going to abort and go up here to F7 and try to spot there. So I'm looking at everybody, trying to find the best way through. Decide to go behind the OI because I don't know which way he's actually going to turn. And now I got a straight shot, so now I'm going to press on and see what happens. Didn't have to go out of my way too much, so kind of holding my breath, getting ready to turn around and run first as soon as I get seen. Kind of worried about that Stug coming up behind me because he's kind of wasting his tank. And I'm worried he's going to attract everybody's attention, but then once I get up in the bush, they're like, you know, having that Stug there may be a good thing. Because if they see him, they're going to think he's spotting them when really it's me. They won't even realize it's me up here, so they won't be looking for me. Meanwhile, the Stug is like, I'm Superman. I can block all bullets, and I'm just going to keep going forward until I die. That's basically what happens here. In a few, he dies. At the moment, I'm thinking our heavies are going up to the hill. Turns out not to be the case. But in the meantime, I'm racking up good spotting damage. A minute and a half into the fight, I'm already at 1500 spotting damage, basically 1490. And 1720, even higher. So great start to our team. Now it's just a matter of, wow, our heavies aren't going to hill, so hopefully that doesn't hurt us. In the meantime, I have solid control almost of the entire map from here. I can pretty much see anything that moves in a threatening manner. It's just up to our team to deal with it. And I'm starting to consider the fact that, you know, nobody's shown up right in here. I might be able to get away with shooting from here. Never listen to the people who say don't fire when you're passive. It's true you shouldn't fire when you're passive if you fire and will get seen. So for example, if there was somebody tank sitting right here, I'm probably not going to fire because I know I'm going to get seen. But when there's nobody in a position that can see me, I'm going to test the water. I know that 222 can't see me, so I'm going to shoot and see if anybody else lights me up. Nope, nobody saw me, so now I'm going to try the medium. I'll try again. I can do damage on this guy. Nope, nobody saw me there. I pretty much right now, until the situation changes, I have a green light to shoot at anybody I want, which is awesome because I get to see a wide area of the map from here. I mean, I get to see probably 75%, 60% or so of the playing surface from where I'm at. It's great. There's a guy coming down the hill attacking us. I'll try to shoot at him. Oh, he dies. Oh well. That's good. I'm not going to complain about an enemy tank dying just because I didn't get to kill him. The more dead enemies there are, the better for everybody. Here comes the Dicker Max and the 22-2 starting to move across. I'm going to take shots at him. Drop the first one low. This one will hit. And he's going behind the building. Let's see if he comes out this side. Perfect. Get another shot. Now I have to wait while he moves past that hill. I'm going to check and see if I can shoot anybody else. There's the KV-1. Bam! Okay, 2220-2's coming out. I'll take a shot at him. Bam! 2 shots, 2 kills. There's the Hellcat. Let's go for the trifecta. Bam! 3 shots, 3 kills. Hey, I'm passive, man. What the hell am I doing shooting? I'll tell you what I'm doing shooting. I'm passive spotting, and I'm completely aggressively killing. So, put them together. The more things you can do at once to help your team, the better. And it's all because I took the time to check out the situation. Hey, there's nobody that can spot me. Why shouldn't I fire? I don't care if I'm passive. I can do 2 things at once, man. I'm multi-talented. Here you go. Goodbye, Artie. Not this time, but either next time or the time after that. Bam! He took out the other second Artie. 12 T's down there. I figure there's enough tanks over there. They can handle him fairly well. Well, I'm kind of wrong about that. They don't handle him very well. But here's the other Artie. I'm going to take him out. They eventually get him, but he survived a pretty long time. Just watch as he twirls around over there. Shoot and ram. There's the second Artie dead. Now it's just the T-34 and the 12T. 12T's still alive. Come on, guys. There's like, what, 5 of you over there? 6? And you're letting the 112T tear you up. Good God. Somebody just rammed the fool. I'm going to come down here and find that T-34. I know he's down here. We've seen him. There he is. Shooting on the right. He's going to go out of sight. Nope. I'll miss. I'm going to keep running at him. Hopefully I get him because I want to get my top gun. I don't get him. And the 12T's dead. So there's the end of the fight. For the battle, I end up 1,985 experience, 1,053 damage, 5 kills, 3,306 assisted damage, and 12 spots. I got Pascucci, Scout, and Patrol duty. So here's the thing, guys. You saw, even though I was a little bit at the left side of spawn, we only had 1 scout on each team, so I figured, you know, now's the time to try to pull up here to that first bush in F5. If I get there, fine. It's going to be an easy win. If I get spotted, oh well. I'll deal with it when it happens. And the whole key is I already had this in my mind. I didn't just think about it once it started happening. I know that as I move out of spawn, if a tank causes me to stop, if it causes me to turn hard to the side, I immediately abort my plan to come out here and go to backup plan B up here to F7. So I already set parameters for myself. I know it's a tight race out to that bush, and if I have to slow down at all, I'm probably not going to make it. So why push it? I already told myself if I have to slow down, I'll just go to my backup plan. If you want to survive trying to get out there, you have to tell yourself and then stick to the parameters you put on yourself. If you have to slop because somebody goes in front of you, then go to your backup plan. Don't say, I'll make it anyway, because guess what? Those 2 or 3 extra seconds that you took up because he stopped, they are what are going to cause you to end up being exposed and dead right in the beginning of the fight, and now you've severely hurt your team because you were the only scout on a scout map, and now they don't have a scout. Really limits the chances of winning. In this case, I managed to get through my spawn easily, way out there. I didn't get spotted, got in the bush. So then it becomes a matter of, are my snipers going to hit what they're shooting at? And they did. We didn't go up to the hill. It's just further proof that it's really nice to have the hill. It's kind of like the hill in Himmelsdorf. It's nice to have, but you don't need it to win. It's nice to have, but you don't want to stay there. You want to take the hill and then press your advantage from there. But if you don't take the hill, who cares? Just have a defense set up to pick people off coming down the hill as they attack you, and all is well as long as you control the rest of the map. So in this case, we did control the rest of the map. The other big thing, the big myth: do not fire when you're passive. That is not true. Add a couple words and then you make it good advice. Do not fire when you're passive if firing will expose your tank. Because there are a lot of times on a lot of maps that you can be passive and shoot and never expose your location. Why in the world wouldn't you want to shoot and score damage and help your team even more than just providing assisted damage? The more ways you can help your team at the same time, the better your odds of winning. So, I was checking it out, didn't see any tanks that looked like they had a position to spot me. Doesn't mean there aren't. But that initial wave of damage was dealt. Now we're dealing with the middle of the fight. I'm not going to get any sudden great peak of tanks to spot for my team. So it helps if I can start firing and dealing some damage myself. And I took a trial shot at the 220-2 when he was up here by the church, just to see. I wasn't really caring if I hurt him. I hoped to hurt him, but from the angle I had, I knew I probably wouldn't. I wanted to see if anybody would spot me when I fired my gun, and nobody did. So then I took a shot. The medium down here was nice enough to pull out to where I had a good shot at him. I scored damage. Still nobody saw me. At that point, it's like unless something really changes, I can just fire at will and I can start really dealing some damage. I ended up KV1, 220-2, and then Hellcat. 3 shots, 3 kills. That helped our team tremendously. All of a sudden we had a lead. And then from there it was just mopping up the leftovers. So, the saying should not be don't fire when passive. It should be don't fire when passive if firing will expose your tank. Many times, as you just saw, it won't. So fire away. Get damage and spotting damage. You end up with a great score and an easy win. From Malinovka, spotting from the enemy spotting bush, firing from the enemy spotting bush, and getting an easy win. Happy hunting.